Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this one by defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. On play action, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll check this down complete to Dillon. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a first down carry by Jones. Good footwork at the 30. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 35 yards. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones throwing, taken in by Boykin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're all panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Burton. Trucks over it.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. The shotgun, it's Jones. Shifts by him, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Caught by Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
And showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's the fullback. 26 yards. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much left. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Jones. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And here's a throw that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Check 15, check 15.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second down and goal. Jones. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
On second down, it's Jones. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Brings up third and 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
First and 10.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd down, Dillon. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he's upended at the 43, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jones throw complete there to Bateman. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
That's good for another Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.